Om Swastiastu. Hello everyone, my name is Ferry Veronica and I'm from 7B class in English Education Department. So this is my third video. In this video, I would like to explain about kind of research in mixed approach. So mixed approach or mixed method. So a mixed research is often referred as a mixed method uh, that combines about the qualitative approach and also the quantitative approach uh, in a single study. This approach aims to provide more comprehensive and holistic understanding in a research problem by uh, leveraging the strengths of both quantitative research and also the qualitative research. There are some common research design that we can use in the mix method. The first one is convergent parallel design. So the purpose of convergent parallel design, the research will be collect both quantitative and qualitative data concurrently but separately and compare the result to validate findings or provide a more comprehensive understanding. Example of convergent parallel design: a study on the effectiveness of an educational intervention might collect survey data as a quantitative data on student performance and also conduct interviews as a qualitative data with teachers and students to gain some insights to into their experiences and also their perceptions. For this research sample collection method that we can use is uh, for quantitative, we can use random sampling to select representative group of participants. And for the qualitative component, we can use we might use purposive sampling to select participants with diverse experiences and perspective. So that's about the convergent parallel design. Next, we move to number 2, exploratory sequential design. Exploratory sequential design have a purpose to begin with qualitative data collection and analyze to explore a research problem, after that followed by quantitative data collection to confirm or generalize the findings, to generalize our findings. For example of exploratory sequential design, the example, a study on the impact of a new workplace wellness program might start with interviews and focus groups as a qualitative data. After that, to understand employees' views on the program. After that, based on the qualitative findings, a survey as a quantitative data could be developed and administered to a larger sample of employees to assess the programs of effectiveness more broadly. Next is sample collection method that we can use for the qualitative phase. We can use purposive sampling to select participants who can provide a rich insight. For the quantitative phase, we can use random sampling or stratified sampling to employ to ensure representativeness of the subject. Number 3, there is explanatory sequential design. So, in my understanding, explanatory sequential design purposing in start with quantitative data collection and also the analysis. After that, followed by qualitative data collection to further explain or elaborate on the quantitative findings. The example of explanatory sequential design research on the relationship between student test score as a quantitative data and their habits might be begin with a large scale survey. If the survey suggests a significant correlation, follow up interviews as a qualitative data with a subset of students could provide deeper insights into the reason behind the correlation. Sample collection method in quantitative phase, we can use random sampling as a representative of the participant. In the qualitative phase, we can use purposeful sampling to help select participants who can provide insight related to the quantitative findings. After that, there is number 4, embed design. So embed design is to integrate qualitative and quantitative data collection and analysis within a single phase or component of the study. After that, the example of embed design is in a healthcare study. Research may collect the research may collect patient satisfaction ratings as a quantitative data along with open-ended comments as a qualitative data within the same survey instrument. Both types of data are collected simultaneously and analyzed together. After that, for the sample collection method that we sample collection method of the embed design depend on the specific data collection method used. For example, like survey. Random sampling is common for the quantitative portion, while qualitative data collection typically involves purposive sampling. Next, number 5, there is in transformative design. Transformative design The purpose of the transformative design is to use mixed methods to the bring about change or transformation in a specific context or organization. Example of the transformative design: a study in a non-profit organization might combine quantitative data, such as surveys on program outcomes, with qualitative data also, such as interviews with the staff, to assess the organization's impact and make recommendations for the improvement. Next is about sample collection method. The sampling methods should uh, combine with the specific research goals and context. We can consider the purpose of the research and select participants according using random sampling, purposive sampling, or convenience sampling as appropriate. In this mixed method research, the choice of sampling methods depends on the research design and the specific objectives of the study. The research, uh, the researchers should carefully consider how to collect samples for both the quantitative and also the qualitative data components to ensure that they capture the necessary data to address the research question and also the objectives effectively. In additional, ethical considerations and practical constraints should inform the sampling decisions in mixed method research. So there are five kinds of mixed method or mixed research approach that I have explained before. So that's all about my understanding and also my summary after I read the book. And then in my opinion, the most which one is more uh, effective, which one is more effective for the research method. I think in my opinion, I think the effectiveness of the every single research method depend on the research question and also our objectives. We need to we need to create a specific goals of the study. So there is size no one size fits for the every method that is more effective because different methods are suited to different types of research and also objectives. So if we want to choose the research method, we need to consider about research objectives, our research question, data collection, and also the complexity of the phenomenon, uh, about our background problem, and also ethical considerations. That's all about my video. Thank you so much for watching. I will close with Parama Santi. Om Santi 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 Om.